Ramdan Karim, welcome to the discussion session on financial statements for the year 2023. We are sharing the income statement to have a brief overview on the financial performance of the company. The revenue from catering and allied services business for the year was 10.2 million, up by 23% compared to 8.4 million for the year 2022. Gross profit at 1.8 million was up by 21%, and operating profit at 683,000 was up by 14% compared to year 2023 to 2022. Gain from investment segment was 363,000 against 78,000 for the previous year. The share of profit from investment in associate Alanwar Ceramic Tiles Company SOG was 1.4 million, which was up by 30% compared to 1,082,000 for the year 2022. The increase in share of profit from associate was mainly due to increase in investment income of the associate company by 279% for the year 2023. The net profit for the year was 2.3 million, up by 42% against 1.6 million for the year 2022. Earning per share for 2023 was 20 paisa against 14 paisa for the year 2022. The shareholder equity as on 31st December 2023 was 17.7 million against 16.4 million as on 31st December 2022. The book value per share was 159 paisa against 147 paisa on 31st December 2022. This is from our side now. Please go ahead with your questions or queries.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yeah, I'm shareholders of Shirkat Jazeera, but I was disappointed by knowing that this year you didn't distribute any profit or dividend to the shareholders. So can you explain? I mean, why it was why is been taken that decision?
Sir, as you know, we had AGM on 26th of March, just 2 days before. And the shareholders there also they have asked question. As you know, we have an excellent track record of declaring dividend, but this year, while reviewing the financial performance for the year 2023, board is weighing on certain options, for deploying cash, which includes the capital reduction also. So hopefully by second quarter, 30th June, while we declare the result, there will be something from the board side, the decision in this regard, dividend or reduction or investments.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's we'll have to wait until that time to know the result. So just can you tell us your future plans, I mean, for this year? What the targets we have put into, I mean, to extend the company?
Yeah, the future plan, if you see our revenue for the year 2023, if you see, it was 2.2 million against 8.3 million. So we are basically our core business of catering and allied services business. We are concentrating our, concentration is there, our attention is there. Last year, if you see in this market also, we have improved our revenue by 23%. We have improved our gross profit by 21%, and we have also improved our operating profit from the core business 14%. And other investments, due to a lot of fluctuations and all those things, we have put our most of the investment to Alanwar Ceramic Tiles, where we are holding 37%. We expect, the sustained contribution from Alanwar Ceramic.
Yeah, thanks for the information.
Any more question, please?
في أي أسئلة؟ أي سؤال آخر؟
Just to inform them, there's a question in the chat. It's written in Arabic.
What is that?
بدي ask same question.
Yeah.
احنا الاول امبارح كان في الاجتماع الاي جي ام اتعرض نفس السؤال، والساده الاعضاء ومجلس الاداره افصحوا عن السبب انه هو كان في احتماليه لتخفيض راس المال. احنا الحمد لله الشغل كان فيه ارباح وفي زياده في المدخول السنوي وزياده في الارباح السنويه، انما فضلوا ان هو ندخل في بعض المشاريع الاستثماريه المستقبليه، فبيفكروا فيها حاليا. وفي خلال الربع الثاني من السنه يا اما بيوزعوها ارباح في الريدكشن او بنوزع الارباح، انما هو في ارباح وتم ارجاعها للنص الثاني الربع الثاني من السنه يعني. When meeting is
Yeah,
started.
Mr. Rayad, meeting is already started at 2 o'clock. If you have any question, you please ask.
Hello?
Yes. Salaam alaikum.
Is there any indication about the size of capital reduction so far, or still there is no clarity on that?
Yeah, there are options being weighed at this present, and we will reach to the conclusion hopefully by second quarter result. Okay, because we have to get some dividend from Al-Anwar, as you know, Al-Anwar Ceramic 1.6 million. That will add to our cash kitty, and then we will, with second quarter result, we will come up with the deployment. That may include capital reduction also, because for capital reduction we have to see the audited financials and everything, and we have to see that it is as per the capital market guidelines. So as our financials as of now is not we have to wait for second quarter, because we will get money in the month of April which will fall under second quarter. Hope I am clear.
Yeah, I mean clear, but I'm saying that you already know how much you will be getting from Anwar Ceramic and everything.
Yeah.
You already have some cash in your
Yes.
bank account, around 2.3 million. So that's around 4 million. So you have some clarity about, and you have accumulated profits as well.
Yes.
You have clarity about your financial position.
Yes.
So I think I mean, you might be having some good idea already by now.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that the board is, weighing options. That includes capital reduction also.
Yeah.
Some options related to it. Yeah.
So by second quarter, this will be already decided on and disclosed to the market, is it?
Yes.
Right, and then that will affect by third quarter. So you will disclose second quarter and you will action it third quarter, or no? Even actioning will be second quarter.
No, that is the full requirement as per the requirement of Capital Market Authority. If we are going for investments or something else that doesn't require shareholders approval, but if we are going for capital reduction, we have to take shareholders approval in extraordinary general meeting. So we have to do the extraordinary general meeting, and those full process we have to follow for reduction. That takes normally around 2 to 3 months.
Okay, so you're talking about maximum by third quarter.
Hopefully.
Okay, great. Thanks. Clear. Thank you very much.
Welcome,
for
Abbas.
your transparency. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Hello?
Sorry, one more question since nobody's asking. You have two types of shares. You have preference shares and you have the normal shares, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we have preference and ordinary share. Yes.
Yes. So the reduction will include both segments,
Yes.
isn't it? No?
Yes. Yes.
In proportion, yeah. So it will not be like preference will be reduced and the ordinary will not be reduced. It will be on a equal basis, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. See, as you know, we have two classes of share, preference and ordinary. Preference has only preference in the case of voting. Otherwise, it is equal to ordinary shares. So whatever dividend we are giving, yeah, whatever dividend or reduction, it will be same for both.
Right. Great. Thank you.
الو
Yes. Salam alaikum.
السلام عليكم. أنا عندي سؤال بخصوص توزيع الأرباح. ليش ما قررتوا توزيع أرباح مع أن عائد السهم تقريبا 30 بيسة صافي الأرباح؟ ثانيا، نحن اشترينا السهم بأسعار بناء على تقارير نتائج تقارير الأرباح آخر السنة صافي الأرباح 30 بيسة عائد السهم. شرينا السهم قيمته مرتفعة. الحين أنتم ما أعلنتوا عن توزيع أرباح نزل قيمة السهم، فنحن نخسر كذا. ليش ما تعلنوا تكونوا واضحين إن إذا تريدوا توزعوا أرباح في أي وقت توزعوا؟ لازم يكون واضحة الصورة. نحن كمساهمين نتضرر، أنتم كمجلس إدارة لازم توضحوا علشان قيمة السهم. الحين كل هالأمور ما واضحة، مع أن التقرير السنوي للشركة ممتاز، التقرير المالي ممتاز. فهل نحن نتحمل إذا مثلا رحنا بعنا الحين بخسارة وأنتم بعدين توزعوا متأخرين؟ ليش ما تعلنوا من أول شيء في بنود الاجتماع أن نحن سوف نوزع مثلا في نصف السنة أو سوف نجتمع للتوزيع في نصف السنة؟ مساهمين كذا بهذه الطريقة يتضرروا. فأرجو التوضيح لو تكرمت يعني.
طب سيد سالم، يعني أول امبارح كان الاجتماع مجلس الإدارة وأعلنوا فيه إن الأرباح كذا والمدخول السنوي كذا، بس كان مع إجابة رئيس الاجتماع في أول أمس قال إن في مشاريع إحنا داخلين فيها بيفكروا فيها مستقبلية، إن في مشاريع تدخل فيها الشركة. ونفس الشيء كان كمان في اقتراح بتخفيض رأس المال. فكل ده بيستلزم وقت ان احنا نعلن عنه في خلال النص الثاني من السنه، يعني الربع الثاني في اخره بيبان وده تم الشرح ليه. ده ما بيأثرش على سعر السهم لانه احنا محققين ارباح فعلا يعني.
أيوة أستاذ، كيف ما يأثر على سعر السهم؟ أنت متابع السهم في التداول؟ السهم نزل من 260 إلى 220، ربما أقل عن 220.
120 today the share.
I don't know. 220 yes.
Yeah. وهو بينزل وبيرجع يطلع تاني حضرتك، يعني هو مفيش سهم بيثبت فور ايفر، يعني هو بينزل ويرجع يطلع.
ليش ما تعلنوا عنه؟ لأن نحن نسوي إعادة رأس المال أو نحن عندنا مشاريع، بعدين المشاريع تمويلها من أرباح المساهمين. تمويل المشاريع من أرباح المساهمين.
تمويل المشاريع الجديده، يعني بيبقى اضافه مشاريع طبعا من ارباح المساهمين. يعني احنا ما بنشيلش شغل ونحط مكانه شغل.
التقرير السنوي هل مذكور المشاريع اننا حنحتاج كذا ومبلغ والمشاريع اللي بنمسكها كذا، ومتى يبدي عائدها المشاريع هذا؟ انا كمساهم هل انتظر 4 سنوات 5 سنوات علشان تفتح المشاريع؟
وهو ده كان في اجابته على الاسئله بتاعه اجتماع مجلس الاداره حضرتك. يعني احنا مجلس الاداره في اول امس كان موجود الاي جي ام، وكان كل الاسئله دي طرحت والاجابات طرحت من مجلس الاداره نفسه، من رئاسه مجلس الاداره. احنا بنجاوب نفس الاجابات اللي هم عرضوها.
لا صراحه انا كنت موجود في الاجتماع، لكن ما كان في توضيح للاسف شديد. يعني كنا المجادله حدث المجادله بسبب ان لماذا هذا السؤال طرحت في نهايه الاجتماع ما في البدايه، فكانت هذه المناقشه. فكنا نتوقع ان بنحصل فرصته في الديسكشن مثل هذا عشان نحصل معلومات اكثر.
هي الرؤيه هتوضح زي ما قالوا في اجتماع مجلس الاداره اول امس، ان هم هيبينوا بالظبط هل الريدكشن ولا المشاريع الجديده هينزلوها كامله يعني، او بيوزعوها الارباح هي نفس المبالغ بتتوزع في نهايه الربع الثاني، يعني على الربع الثالث بتتوزع.
اخ نادر السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
معك الاخ عبد الباقي، بس عندي مجموعه اسئله بس اريد اشارك مع الاخوان الثانيين. السؤال الاول ليش انتم رايحين على تخفيض راس المال؟ انتم راس مالكم اصلا ضعيف. انت لما تيجي تتكلم 11 مليون ريال عماني راس مال الشركه وانت تريد تخفضه، انت اصلا حجم التداول للسهم للسوق المحلي ضعيف. حجم التداول في سوق مسقط الاوراق الماليه. اما اني انا اجي اسوي خفض راس المال، اذا انت تتكلم 30 مليون 40 مليون 20 مليون تنزله، هنا في كلام في سؤال وجواب. لما انت تيجي تتكلم على مبدا ان عدد الاسهم وعدد راس المال الشركه 11 مليون وتجي تخفضه، وايش راح يصير التداول؟ هذا السؤال الاولاني. السؤال الثاني بالنسبه للاخ الثاني اللي ذكر ان انتم تتكلمون بخصوص ان انتم تريدوا تدخلوا في مشاريع ثانيه على فلوس المساهمين على ارباح الشركه. اذا الشركه بالنسبه للبيانات الماليه عندها تسهيلات بنكيه لدى البنوك، هذا التسهيلات ليش ما تستخدموها؟ هل هذه التسهيلات بس فقط للتوضيح فقط للبيانات الماليه لا اكثر ولا اقل؟ فممكن تشوفوا لنا هذا الحل لتخفيض راس المال، هل إلى مصلحة الشركة؟ بالنسبة وجهة نظري أنا كمساهم ومساهمين الثانيين أن تخفيض راس المال راح يأثر على الشركة. صح أن السعر بيرتفع. هل أنت تعرف في الدول في العالم الثاني لما السهم يرتفع يسوي سبليت أو يجزئوه على أساس أنه ينزل السعر يصير أكثر تداول في السوق. في حالتكم انتم جالسين وش تسوون؟ تنقصوا عدد الاسهم وراس المال الشركه فيكون التداول صفر. من يبيع ويشتري في السهم في السوق مسقط الاوراق الماليه؟ ممكن توضيح على هذا السؤال لو سمحت؟
Mr. Abdul, welcome to the meeting. Just your this question related to financials and dividend. Hope I can reply in English and it is acceptable to you. The board, as you know, has deliberated on certain options, and it is in their endeavor. As you know, as a shareholder of Al Jazeera, we have an excellent track record of paying dividend each year, uninterrupted dividend. Each year we are paying dividend. We are regular in paying dividend. This time the board has not declared dividend for the year 2023 and is reviewing the options with the available cash. Those options are related to weighing options. Those options are related to business expansion or capital reduction or dividend. So all those things are taken into account. Those decisions, once this will be communicated from board side. It will be communicated to the shareholders. And it was asked yesterday, day before yesterday also, in AGM by the shareholders, and board has replied that we are weighing certain options, and that is for the good of the shareholders. This company is for the shareholders. As we don't have to tell that we are not able, regular in paying dividend. We are always paying dividend. This time, due to certain, this one weighing of option and certain, options they are just thinking about, they have not declared, and they are going to consider it with the second quarter result. So it will come it will be disclosed to the market with the second quarter result. And if it is capital reduction, that will be there will be the shareholder approval in EGM, and then it will be done. There is a full process, as you know. And this is the board, for example, whatever decision will come, we will promptly disclose to the market and to the shareholders. Hope I am clear.
Mr. Ghulam, I think the main issue here is that there was no disclosure in your financial reports, in your, for example, in your chairman report or in any section of the financials. And that's the issue, I think, where most of the shareholders are facing, that you only disclose it in the AGM. And it only happened by coincidence, because I was in the AGM myself as well. And it only happened by coincidence, where the deputy chairman said that there is these two options, but it was not disclosed in your financials. And this is the issue where most of the shareholders are complaining about, because you are not being transparent. This is the issue, Mr. Ghulam, if you can address.
I understood, sir. I understood. Yani, with full humility, I must tell you that once the disclosure in financials or to market, once we are certain, then only we can disclose. We cannot disclose some probability to the market. So this is as per the guidelines, where we can specifically say that yes, we are going to reduce or we are going to put this much. Then only we can say that one. That is the reason, as the board was still weighing the options, it was not certain, and it is not certain till now. That is the reason it was not disclosed, because once we disclose, there will be a confusion. Once we are having full numbers and we are prepared and we know that yes, we are going ahead with this one, then we are with certainty, then only we can disclose the material information. That is the reason it is not disclosed. We cannot say that we are not paying any dividend this year. That is not a disclosure.
Dear Ghulam, you know why we are discussing to you about this matter right now? Because we want we want the manager. I mean the management. They should listen to us, okay?
Yes.
And they should understand that the all investor, they want to talk to them, but unfortunately we are unable to talk to them during the AGM meeting. That's why we are discussing with you guys. At least you will inform those information to them. This is my point.
Yes, sure.
So, this one thing, it's very important, Mr. Ghulam, reducing the capital, it will not give benefit to the company, I believe, because the capital is very small. You are not talking about 20 or 30 million. You are just talking about 11 millions. When you reduce it, then what will be the trading in the stock market? About the same. The trading will be less in the stock market, I believe.
Yes.
Anyway, this is my point. That's all.
Yeah, Mr. Abdul, just to your point, we fully appreciate your view, and whatever we are listening here, we are noting down, and we will tell to board that in our interaction with the shareholders, this was asked. But one thing I just wanted to highlight, in AGM it was open to all the shareholders, and one shareholder just now he was mentioning, Mr. Abdul, let me finish. Mr. Abdul Rada, our deputy chairman, he said he is open for all the questions related, and he replied also, because even if it was not under agenda, under financials, any shareholder can ask question why the dividend was not there, and that question was there, and it was replied by him. And we are also replying now, and we are in regular touch with our shareholders. Whoever has called my office or our mobile or to, we are quick to respond, and we have not written this in our disclosure because this material information, till we get the certainty, we cannot, disclose. So the certainty will come and we'll disclose, and hopefully by second quarter result, we will come back with you, come up with the full plan, what we are going to do.
No, but but I have one more small issue. Now, when I talked to Mr. Nader, and he told me we may increase our business capacity. We are planning to do more business, and they want to use the profit of the company on those kind of business. But what is my point of view? You use some amount from this profit, and you have facilities in the bank. You have to use those facilities. At least you give something to your investors. The end of the year, if I am investing in such a company, after 1 year, and you are telling me I will not give you any dividend, it's giving me, how every investor, they have their own programs. This is our point of view.
Yes.
Mr. Nader is telling us, or telling to everyone, we will use this old money to do our business. It means what is investors?
As they mentioned before yesterday, in the AGM.
نادر انت اكدت كلامك قبل شويه عن اخ اللي سالك السؤال. انت قلت ان انت راح تستخدمون ارباح الشركه كلها في توسعه الشركات. لا تغير كلامك. انت قلت هذا.
Mr. Abdul, let him clarify.
Yes, let him to make it clear.
Mr. Abdul, the options are, board is considering the options, Mr. Abdul. Board is considering the options that include, the reduction or business expansion or dividend, So all these three things are there.
Okay, Ghulam. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
I really appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Ghulam. Always we are contacting you. You are replying us very, I appreciate really. I really appreciate your cooperation.
You are owners of the company.
No.
I'm doing my job while you ask.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Welcome.
نشتكي في هيئة سوق المال ان الشركة وقفت توزيع الارباح علينا كمساهمين. ما راضيين نحن بهذا الوضع. نحن نريد ارباح توزع على المساهمين. الشركة لها تحجز 10% من الارباح فقط كارباح محتجزة، اما الباقي يوزع على المساهمين. نحن بنبلغ في هيئة سوق المال عن هذا الوضع. نحن مساهمين متضررين وانتم ما ترضوا لنا الخسارة.
السلام عليكم.
السلام
عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. Yes, sir.
ممكن اشارك الله يخليكم؟
English.
Okay, my name is Badr Al-Na'mani. I was the one guy who was speaking to the deputy chairman during the AGM meeting.
Yes, sir, I remember. Yes.
Okay, and it was actually very quick and not comprehensive, and I think the deputy chairman was provoked to reveal the reduction in the capital. That's what has happened actually.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you now here, and yes. you are having, I guess, in my opinion, two contradiction: capital reduction and also looking forward for new opportunities. But my question to you is this: do you think that with reduced capital, you will be able to achieve the same profit which you are doing now?
Yeah. One thing, just you have said, first thing is
there's only people go for reduction when they do profit. They are 100% confident that they are able to do the profit with the reduced capital.
Yeah, Mr. Badar.
That's the only when you are in a good health.
Yes. Mr. Badar, as the question was raised, and what I understood from this one and minutes of the meeting for AGM is the Deputy Chairman, he stated that the board is considering options, which is which also includes capital reduction. That is one option. Okay. Now, coming to the second question, what you are saying is our profitability. The capital reduction will be only approved by the Capital Market Authority or the shareholders once we say that this cash is surplus, which will not affect our business, and we will have sufficient cash to back our operation. Okay, so capital reduction is not going to affect business. The capital reduction means the surplus cash to be returned to the shareholder. So to your question that it will affect our business, my answer is no. It will not affect our business.
So you are confident enough that you will be maintaining the same profit margin which currently you have been doing in the past years with the reduced capital, which you are suggesting.
Yeah, Mr. Badr, as I mentioned, board, that is the reason all these conclusions, board is weighing the options, and the resultant, decision of capital reduction will come only once we know, because capital reduction is surplus cash, not required in capital, not required in business. Then only we reduce capital, no? And if it is required, for example, expansion, for investments, for other things, then the capital reduction, this option will not be taken by the board. So board is weighing this, as I have mentioned to you. Once they will be certain that yes, company is for the shareholders and for the profitability, and going forward, if we have sufficient, the inbuilt mechanism to support our operation with the reduced capital, then only this will be, will be given green signal and will be disclosed to the market.
So what is the difference
from management side?
What is the difference for shareholders?
Sorry?
What is the difference for the shareholders if you give them from the dividends or from the cash balance within the cash balance with the company, or reduce the capital? At the end of the day, it is a cash money given to the shareholders.
Yes. The implication is one, that capital, which is 11 million, will come down, and the earning per share will increase at the same level of profitability, if you see, as you have asked. Okay, and this will the price is expected to adjust. That is market reaction. We cannot predict. Expected to adjust this one. The capital will come less, though next year that same amount of money, the percentage of dividend will be high. If you see the one option.
This is provided. This is provided you will do.
We can argue here. Yeah.
My friend, this is provided you will be able to actually get a good profit next year. I cannot rely on you if you are reducing the capital and saying I am getting the same profit. That's the only way that the share will be going up.
No. I don't say it. I'm saying anything. I'm saying expected.
Yeah.
Expectation. What I'm saying is capital reduction. The decision will come from board, and once the capital reduction decision comes, that will be subject to the extraordinary general meeting approval. It is not like board can recommend and approve it. It has to go to extraordinary general meeting of shareholders. Shareholder has to approve. Then only there will be capital reduction. So your view, the shareholder view, will be taken there once we go for capital reduction.
Well, Mr. Ghulam, I fully support this capital reduction, honestly, because it makes sense. Because you guys have a secured profit from Anwar Ceramic every year, so that's even if you reduce your capital, you have that profit coming from ceramic, which is guaranteed regardless of how much is your capital. So your dividends also expected to be higher on the capital, which is reduced capital. This will lead also to higher share price, higher EPS and everything. So I'm in support actually for reducing the capital if you have this surplus capital actually. I just wanted to support this. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. And as I told Mr. Salam that it will go, it is subject to shareholder approval, it is subject to capital market authority, pre-approval, everything will be taken, you know. Yani once we go for EGM means the capital market authority will review. Once they clear our agenda for capital reduction, then only we can ask the extraordinary general meeting. So this is subject to so many approvals and final approval from shareholder.
So you see, this inclarity caused panic in the market.
Actually, if you ask me, the day we have disclosed our approval of the numbers, there were certain calls and we have responded. All the calls we have responded, and from our side, there was no, material information which was certain to be disclosed. That was the reason we have not disclosed. We have taken legal view, and we put as per the requirement from the company side. And wherever there is a question, we are open for answers. And as I am telling you, second quarter, board meeting for second quarter result will review this situation. We will come up with the decision of the board. And if it is capital reduction, it will be further, it further requires the approval from the shareholder in extraordinary general meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. There is some question here.
I'd say the notes has to be.
What is saying? Yes, any question?
Percentage on the capital reduction size? Roughly, not exactly.
No, actually, that is, that the guess we don't want to, just like once we are with the numbers final and, decided by the board, then we will communicate.
But this is like this is after I asked you before whether with the reduced capital you will still be able to continue your profitability. So you do have a sense of how much actually capital you will require in the balance sheet to be there to make your company running.
Mr. Badr, in a public forum and also to the shareholders, the disclosures from our side discussions are like disclosures. So till we are not certain, till we are not certain, how come I tell you this much percentage? Till the board has to decide. And one more thing on our business, as one shareholder has mentioned, we have 37% stake in Analysts Ceramic. We have catering business which is demonstrating 23% upside. If we require cash, why we will pay back as a reduction? If the reduction will be with the surplus cash. For that we have to do the full calculation, computation, which is not affecting our business. Capital reduction from our side, if you ask from management, we don't want to downside our business. We want to increase our business, but the surplus thing only we want to return. In the case, capital reduction is recommended. Yeah.
Mr. Ghulam, I want to say something. The one gentleman he called and he said you have a certain profit from Al-Anwar company. It's coming to you like this. But this is it's not right, because the profit which you are receiving from Al-Anwar Ceramic, it's not always in same level. It's sometimes 2 million and it's dropping to 1 million, sometimes 500,000. So how you will maintain your profitability, and the other gentleman telling you that you are making a lot of profit from Al-Anwar. By the way, last 2 years back, Al-Anwar, they increased the capacity, and we are expecting the profit margin of Mr. Al-Anwar Ceramic will increase, and suddenly it reduced. So So you cannot trust, you cannot depend 100% on the profitability which you receive it from Anwar Ceramic. We have to be clear to everyone, Mr. Ghulam. You know, Mr. Badr al-Nu'mani was very much clear to you. If are you able to maintain your profit, you are telling we will try because we have surplus. I totally agree with you. If you have totally surplus or you are receiving a lot of money, but the problem is what you are not receiving from Al Anwar Ceramic yearly same amount, because it's, you know, the gap sometimes is jumping by 50% or 60%. Sometimes they are making 4 million reducing to 1.5 million. So it will affect you also. It will affect also to Al Jazeera, by the way. This is my clarification only about what the gentleman said. And I want you to tell me the answer of this one. Are you receiving from Al Anwar Ceramic every year certain amount, always it's on better position, or sometime increasing and sometime decreasing? You have to tell me that now, the answer of my question. Before 1 year back, you receive a good dividend. Next year, you receive less dividend. You know that. And this time they pay you 20 paisa per share. And they took from their reserve profit. They give you from their operational profit. We know this, Mr. Ghulam. So the other gentleman, when he is telling me, I'm agree, totally agree for reduction, he is representing himself only. Huh? Don't consider it from all shareholders. He is representing himself only.
Mr. Abdul, now I can say something.
Yes, please go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, please. All shareholders' view, like for and against, we will, from our side as a management, we communicate to board. The second thing, if we go for capital reduction, it will go for shareholder approval. There you can, if we are going without shareholders approval, it will not happen. Now, one more thing. You said something about Al Anwar Ceramic. Al Anwar Ceramic, for example, the capital deployment for Al Anwar Ceramic, it is not affecting whether what Mr. Badr was saying, that for that the capital is not required. The capital is required for our businesses like catering and other business or investment. Al Anwar, we are already invested. Whatever money we have to put, that is already put, no additional requirement. Now, sometimes we receive dividend, you are right. Sometimes we receive dividend more, sometimes we receive dividend less. This time we have received dividend 20%. Last time it was 10%. Before that, 20%, 25%. It is plus or minuses, but they are regular and they are in good business. But their business cycle we cannot predict. They are our associate. In this market, nobody predicts anybody's business. But we feel that the business of Al Anwar Ceramic is, they have evolved and they are having latest technology and they are trying their best, and we are a strategic investor there. And whatever view, for example, different shareholders, different view, we will communicate to board. And while we are going for approval, for example, and if the board is proposing capital reduction in that situation, it will be again to the shareholder to approve it. Without that, it will not happen.
Mr. Ghulam, shareholder, you are talking about shareholders. When we come to voting systems, we have only one sound, but you have Assam Mumtaz, that one different kind of shares, you know, it belongs to Sajwani, and he can take whatever decision he wants. He can take it, so no need for us, by the way. I'm telling you, because, you know, our share, number of share is very less, because he have double sound, double voting approval, not like us. So you have to be very much clear, Mr. Ghulam. Everything is clear now. And everybody knows.
See, whatever you are saying, everybody's shareholder holding 1,000 or majority share or minority share. For us, we are management and everybody's shareholder for us. And those areas for shareholders, it is not for management. It is for you shareholder to decide, please. So I'm not in between. What I'm saying is whatever is approval from both sides, that we will communicate to the shareholders. And if it is related to capital reduction, then we will call an extraordinary general meeting where 75% voting is required. And every shareholder will have the time to discuss this and express their view. That time also.
Thank you very much, Ghulam. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
نريد أنا في المناقشة نتكلم باللغة العربية ولا ما مسموح؟ إذا كان ما مسموح بخرج من الاجتماع.
تفضل.
عندك وترجم لهذا مستر غلام.
ايوه.
أنا الحين أريد أسأل سؤال واضح، هل هذه السنة في توزيع أرباح ولا ما في؟
اوكي، التوزيع الارباح زي ما حضرتك عارف في ارباح، لكن هو لازم اجتماع مجلس الاداره في البورد في الربع الثاني هياخدوا قرار بتوزيع الارباح قد ايه، او الريدكشن هيبقى قد ايه، وتتوزع على المساهمين.
طيب ليش ما سووا قرار بتوزيع الأرباح هذا في الاجتماع ليوم أمس؟ ليش؟ وش اللي منعهم إنهم ما يوزعوا الأرباح؟
ما هو ده اللي احنا عمالين نقول، ده اللي حضرتك اول امبارح كانوا بيقولوه، ونرجع. نعم.
وين هيئة سوق المال؟ وين المقاصة والإيداع؟ كيف وافقوا على أن الشركة ما توزع أرباح على المساهمين؟ هذه جهات رقابية حكومية، كيف وافقوا هذه الجهات على أن الشركة ما توزع أرباح على المساهمين؟
I can explain this in English. The company, always declaring dividend, always declaring dividend.
Explain, please. Tell him translate to Arabic.
Okay, so company is always declaring dividend, Mr. Nader, as you know, and the policy of company is to retain cash for future requirement. This time they have retained full cash to see weigh the options and which they are going to come up with the second quarter result.
حضرتك بيقول ان هو كان في موجود الارباح وموجوده وعاملين لها هولد انتظار في الربع الثاني ياخدوا القرار بتاع توزيع الارباح او تنزيل الاسهم الريدكشن، او ويعملوا اجتماع مجلس اداره مره اخرى مع الشير هولدرز ويقرروا. انما هو عاده كل سنه في الارباح بتتوزع، بس المره دي محتفظين بالفلوس الارباح لما يخلصوا القرار او لما ياخدوا القرار.
يعني الحين تفيدنا استاذ اني يا مساهمين انتظروا الى الربع الثاني.
اهو حضرتك المساهمين اللي وافقوا على الكلام ده اول امس.
المساهمين انا فاهم، انا معك. المساهمين اذا في اغلبيه كثيره في شركات كبيره نحن ما نعرف، لكن نحن كصغار المساهمين نحن نتكلم الحين ان نحن منتظرين توزيع الارباح السنوي. طيب الحين انتم وقفتوا الارباح على المساهمين، هل اعضاء مجلس الاداره وقفوا مكافاتهم؟ ما استلموا مكافاتهم؟ ليش ما يحسوا نفس احساس المساهمين؟ ليش ما يوقفوا المكافآت اعضاء مجلس الاداره اللي مجتمعين؟ ونفس الشيء ينتظروا الى النصف الثاني من هذه السنه ويقرروا بعدين هل ياخذوا المكافآت ولا ما ياخذوا المكافآت. نفس المساهم لما وقفوا عنه قالوا ننتظر الى الربع الثاني من نصف السنه.
We are not answerable for board's action. We are from management side. We can clarify our stand. Whatever board will decide, that we will disclose to the market. Yes, Mr. Badar. Yes, Mr. Badar, please. Yes, sir.
Yes, I understand there are no one from the boards, right, in this discussion, right?
No, this is management interaction, sir.
Okay, okay. I have a question to you regarding, just following again from the profitability, and I was going through the reports, your reports regarding the risk management and especially competition management, and now you are like confident that you will be able to maintain that 600K profitability in the incoming years with reduced capital. Are you having a doubt regarding the reduction in the size of services you are actually serving for, like the oil and gas sector, because of the government reduction in this in that side? So is that what is actually making you think of investment rather than operation more?
Mr. Badar, if you see my financials for 2023, you are quoting 683,000 of profit from operation, correct? For the year 2023. So if you see, the profit from operation has increased by 14% compared to year 2022. The revenue for the year 2023 has increased by 23% from while we compare with 2022. If you compare 2022 with 2021, also there was increase in revenue and profitability. And we expect to maintain. We don't expect that we are going to have some problems or downsizing or operation. That is not our expectation or lookout. We are trying our best to improve our revenue and profitability from catering business. But everything is subject to market reactions, maybe market dynamics, maybe our revenue increase, but maybe somewhere margin is less, somewhere margin are up. That is all market dynamics. But our this one thrust is to core business of catering, and that for that business, we don't have any sort of this one that from our side we don't feel that it has to come down. Our side, we are trying our best to increase the revenue and profitability. That is from management.
All our contract still.
And all our contract we are continuing. These contracts are for long period, normally 1 to 2 years, and this is getting renewed. And those contracts are all with big oil and gas and other companies also which are big in their operation. And we are confident of our quality and our service. And most of our contracts are more than 10, 15 years. We have that sort of a relationship. So we hope to maintain in going forward also to maintain the revenue and profitability, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you. So that's no concern to us, as holder.
We don't see we don't see at this moment while we are talking, we don't see any sort of that sort of a this one problem that going forward we are thinking that those things are not required or revenue will not maintain. We are trying our best, and as I have told you, for each year we are showing improvement in our core business of catering and allied services for 2-3 years at least.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wallah.
Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How do you see the ceramic business this year? Do you have any information?
Sir, as you know, we are a public listed company and we are invested there. And what we know is, they are a separate listed company. So whatever, their performance, etc., mostly will be knowing to us once they declare the result to the market. They are not supposed to disclose this thing to an investor. So once they disclose this to market, then we come to.
Yeah, but I don't need the profit. I just want to know how is it.
The company is a A-grade company, the biggest in Oman market, and they are they're 40-45% of this one sales out to Saudi and other places. And what we know is due to certain restrictions in those markets, and they are due to lifting of that competition. Earlier it was restricted for the foreign Indian and Chinese ceramic tiles in Saudi, Oman, and other places. Those are lifted, and the market you see is very volatile and tough at this point of time. That was the last year we are talking about. So that is the reason, So their operation, etc., are affected. But this is for all the ceramic companies, not only for Al-Anwar. They are one of the low cost and very excellently professionally managed company with latest technology they have. So we are hopeful, and the board and board is confident, and that is the reason we are their strategic investor.
Because last quarter of the last year, the revenue was very good, okay, compared with the third quarter or fourth quarter. So that's why I want to know this year.
This year, that is the reason I told you they are public listed, Mr. And those the type of numbers, etc., till they disclose to market are not known to us also. But what I was saying is they are the biggest here, and they are professionally managed, and we expect them to perform. That is the reason board has decided to retain the profit, and we retain the investment. Yeah.
Let me ask you a different question. Is it will be same as last quarter, last year?
For Al-Anwar, you are saying?
Yes. Yeah, no, I don't.
See, for Al-Anwar, as I am repeatedly telling you, I cannot, talk about Al-Anwar Ceramic here. I can just be hopeful. I think they have today this investor session around 3 o'clock, and you can, if you are shareholder or non-shareholder, you can directly ask them.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
Welcome, sir. Any more questions, sir? Mr. Badr?
I have just one question regarding the service expenses. Where mostly is your service expenses? In your income statement, right? In the section of the service expenses, where actually you pay a lot in you are a service company, and this one you are putting it as a service expenses. So what is that, or what is mainly in that expense?
Which is the service you are saying here? Employees, general and admin expenses, note number 25. Which note you are referring? If you can tell me, I can
in your income statement, there is the cost of materials. There is the service expense, right?
Cost of material. And
there is an employee benefit. The only benefit we know, and we know the cost of the materials, right?
Yes.
Now, the service expense. My question is, what is mainly in that service expense? What is taking more chunk in that? I mean, it's not a big. It's around 400K. But what is it? You are a service company. What is that service you are?
No. Actually, if you are referring to note, just tell me service line. This is you are saying where is expenses in service?
Yeah.
I am asking you which note in financials you are referring here. Note number 21, 22. Where you?
No, not in the note. Not in the note. Only itself in the income statement. In the income statement, line 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Other income it is not 39,000. Other income, line 4. Employee salary and related cost, general and admin expenses. You are talking about general and admin expenses?
No. In in the income statement, you have the line 1 is the revenue, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And the line 2 is other income. The
Direct cost, sir.
The line 3 is cost of the material, and the line 4 is the service expenses.
Actually, this is coming from CMA disclosure side. If you see my financial, the financial is revenue 10 million, direct cost 8.4 million, gross profit 1.7 million, other income 39,000. Then I am coming for employee salaries and other related costs. That service is total serving of revenue, that is disclosure as combined by Capital Market Authority, their XBRL. If you want, I can send you, share me the email or something, and we have financial in my office. Whoever shareholder they want to take the financial, it is printed. They can come and see and take the financial or something.
What you are saying, this which we got from the market is not what actually is coming from you. It's coming from you, right?
No, it is coming from us, but you know, their XBRL, you know, we have to put the Excel file and they have different names in the XBRL, which is from Capital Market Authority. That is their format.
Okay, right.
So what I'm suggesting.
Most of the companies, they are using now this one, but I don't know where. It is for the service expenses. That's why I'm asking where is it.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you. Earlier we used to upload our financials, audited full. Then 2 years now we are putting everything in XBRL. That XBRL format is given by the Capital Market Authority. So if they are changing the name, we cannot change as per our thing. That is fixed. We have to put only number. Okay, so their combining is different, maybe service expenses. Once I see that, I can answer. What I am saying here is we have printed financials in our office. You can take the financial. What I am saying is my first line is revenue 10 million and my direct cost is 8.4 million. My gross profit 1.7 million. My other income is 39,000. My expense under employee salary is 510,000. And general and admin expense is 581,000. Yeah, I can just share that one. One moment, I can just share this one. You go through this. I will just share this one. One moment.
Okay.
Okay, one moment. I will just share.
So I'm a little bit surprised, you know, why when they use. I mean, you should already have a look also what is being put in the website, in the market, in the stock market website.
See, I must tell you, and it is the fact that we cannot change those, you know, the nomenclature which is given by the regulator in XBRL. This is my profit and loss account. Income statement.
Oh, inside the company, who is putting those numbers for the CMA?
No, we are putting it. It is reviewed. Not only me. For example, we are putting. Then the auditor will check each and every number. This is annual number. So whatever is fixed by capital market nomenclature, like you are saying, service expenses. Those service expenses related to the serving of revenue. You know, for earning the revenue. So whatever is there, that is audited by auditors, which is for this year, and then once they approve, then it goes to CMA, and then they approve, then it goes to shareholder. What I am requesting is, if you have anything, you can. If you
so if I ask you what is that service, you don't know.
No, I know because
from that sheet, from that sheet, I don't mean because I'm trying to see in your sheet, in your balance sheet, and comparing it to that balance sheet of the market, and it seems that it is there somewhere, but it is like within another line.
That is the reason. What I am saying is the groupings for the capital market there will be different. You know, they use the different nomenclature. That is the reason I am telling you. It is filled by us. It is reviewed by auditor and cleared by market. So whatever this type of reconciliation, if you want to discuss, what I am requesting is you can come down to office. I will share you the financials and I can show you whoever the shareholders, I can show you what is this service expenses. Reconciliation on discussion on this type of meeting will be difficult to state everything. No?
Yes, Mr. Ghulam. I already promised that Deputy Chairman that I will be visiting your company.
Please, you are welcome. You come to my office.
To learn and see what is available actually to gain.
Yeah, for me is to explain. For me is to explain. Whenever you have time, just give me a call that you are coming so that I am in office and I will explain you each and everything. Like reconciliation, if we are discussing here, we will not be able to convince you which number is going where and which number, So once you are coming there, whoever are shareholders, they have anything on financials, they can visit our office and we can share the printed financials. It is with us, and we can also explain whatever is disclosed to the market.
Okay, Mr. Ghulam, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Just don't provoke us to sell our shares.
Sir, that is not under my domain, sir. You are the owner, you are the shareholders. We cannot say anything, no comment on this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any more questions?
No, for me, it's been really nice and informative actually to be with you. I have to leave, and thank you very much for your answer.
Same here, sir. Thank you very much. Looking forward to meet you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any more questions, sir? Any more questions? As there is no questions, we conclude our meeting here, please. Thank you very much for joining.